We're gonna put my jacket. Put a pillow again. Put a pillow. You want a pillow? You want to put a pillow there? Yeah. Put a pillow there. Grab that. Is it holding anything? We're gonna put in. I don't know what that is. My jacket. Put a pillow. Oh no, you guys. Put a pillow there. A second. Yeah. Okay, Siobhan, for right now, do you want to close that?
Do you want me to just stop sharing?
Yeah, just while we do our introductions.
Absolutely.
Hey, you guys. Hello, hello. Welcome.
Mahalo.
All right, so we'll get started in just a moment. We'll let some people in. Okay, what is this autopilot? That is cool. Is that part of the recording?
Yes.
You could boot
No, what he's doing
Oh,
is taking notes.
yeah, you could would not boot it, but you could put in there hide non-participants. You're gonna want to do that for recording purposes. Hide non-video participants.
and where would I do that?
Top right-hand corner. It's gonna be next to the blocks. You're gonna see view.
Aha, there we go.
Get rid of all those non-video participants. Only problem is if someone has a picture of themselves and they're talking, you're just not going to be able to see them, but it gets rid of all those other bots.
Okay.
I just learned something new.
Well, we'll tell Suzanne when she pops in right now to show her picture. Is she in? Are you in, Suzanne? I don't see you. I know you jumped in. Suzanne, do you have a picture up? Are you on mute, Suzanne? You're on mute.
Canine armor.
Aha! Suzanne, we won't be able to see your picture on YouTube.
No.
If
We can see it now.
Yeah.
Because she has a picture up.
Okay.
Oh, not anymore. Yes.
All right. Well, let's just get started because we're already live,
There I am. Sorry.
right?
Thank you, Christine.
Welcome, you guys. Welcome to the Veteran Series. It is great to have you, Suzanne. It's great to see you, and it's great to see Leo on the back of the police car. Oh, I love it.
Can you hear me okay now?
Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much for these wonderful Zooms that you do. Zoom.
Okay, you guys, welcome to the Veteran Series. We are here tonight. Milta Vet Special. We're live on YouTube. We are here to come together with veterans and resources. And so the first part of our Veteran Series, we do introductions, and just give us 30 seconds of who you are, what branch you're in, and later on in the conversation, we'll open up for open forum. So let's start with Suzanne, since Suzanne hopped in and has a lot to say. I know it.
Thank you, Christine, for holding these wonderful Zooms. I get so much out of them personally and professionally. And my name is Suzanne Saunders. I started a charity 20 years ago called K9 Armor. And we have a website, which is k9armor.com. And we have given out over 180 vests, bulletproof, to California police dogs, thanks to donations. many of the dogs and some of the officers are also former military, and it is a good transition job for those that want to continue being defenders of the public and our country. So because of Christine's wonderful influence and connecting people and support for veterans, she has helped us vest numerous, I'd say at least half a dozen dogs in the Orange County area for the Orange County Police Canine Association. And we have some new doggies coming up that are police doggies that need vests that I'm going to come to some events. And the wonderful lady Peggy that runs Patriots and Paws that I got to meet at one of your social events has invited me to come take a tour. So I wish you all the best with all the things you do to support our veterans. I actually became an EMT for 13 years. So I'm also going to be able to hear some things about how as first responders, we have to deal with some of these things that come up. So thank you all for your service, and it is an honor to be a part of this group, and I wish you all the best. For all those who are making any struggles, know that there's somebody out here who just loves you to death because of the sacrifices you've all made. So thank you, Christine. Back
Thank
to
you
you.
so much. And be sure to stay on because we're going to do open forum later. So we definitely want to have you on. And let's do, you guys who just hopped in, we're doing introductions right now. So please keep it to 30 seconds. Tell us who you are, what branch you served in, and then we're going to hand it to our speaker in just a few moments. Yogi, why don't you go?
Oh, hi. I am Yogi, Jonathan Hernandez. I am active duty. I've been in the Navy for the last 22 years. I am host with Chris Elder, the very smiley guy here with the black hat next to us. We host the Mill to Vet Return to Roots podcast. And what we do, we talk about transition, resources, and we try to bring our community together and also share our stories and their stories about both the transition, the reintegration process, and how we can help each other out.
Thank you, Yogi. James, how about you?
I am James Bauer, the Veteran's Friend. I am the founder of veteranbargains.com and firstresponderresources.com. Right now, it's on one website combined. It is a free resource for anybody who served or has served or is serving. Got just a plethora of information. I know that means a lot to y'all. And that's what I do. It's just totally free. I'm in the middle of the country trying to help people with information.
We love that you connected with us. Please now, if you could, put your contact information in chat, especially the site, and everyone else who's on, we'd love to have you put your information in chat too. And this is really hard since I don't see everyone's picture, but King, do you want to give us an introduction?
Hey guys, my name is King Jaquil Martin. I'm a former veteran. I'm a director, actor, author, and motivational speaker. Just happy to listen in and, just participate and give you guys my energy just as well.
Woo! Love the energy. Love it. Okay, Chris.
Hey fam, I'm part of the Mill to Vet network. I'm a retired senior chief. I see a lot of familiar faces in here. Welcome everybody. I'm really excited to be here, and thank you for your service, and thank you for everybody that's in here that's part of the veteran community, for all being in one spot.
Thank you, Chris. It's great to be on a team with you. And Melissa, and then we'll do Mohammed.
Hi, Yogi. Hi, I'm Mel, American Legion Post 354 Service Officer. I also help Christine with this, just bringing resources to my vets at my post, as well as we just launched our speakeasy, so I'll be talking about that later on.
Yeah, it's so fun. Oh my gosh, if you guys haven't been there. Okay, Mohammed. I know you're here, but you may be muted.
It says its audio is still connecting.
Oh no, what a bummer. Okay, we'll have open forum later. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to give our speaker the floor. She's got a few things to share with us. And then after she speaks, we're going to give her time to answer any questions anyone has about what she shared with us. So we'll keep that time limited to directly after, and we'll do open forum afterwards. So everybody welcome Siobhan from Throttle and Thrive. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. Siobhan is amazing, absolutely amazing in her mission to help veterans and law enforcement. And she's going to share a lot of amazing stuff with us right now. So Siobhan, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Christine. It is really great to be here. I'm so excited, yeah, to interact with all of you and about the Throttle Drive. If for some reason my computer is acting up or my Wi-Fi over here is acting up, please speak up and let me know. If it's not clear, I can go move in the garage closer to the router. So just let me know. Are all of you able to see my screen? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. So, because I usually use a different, a different system, but all right. I think we're good to go. So I am the owner, founder, and CEO of Throttle and Thrive. We are a substance misuse treatment facility, detox, and mental health facility for veterans and first responders. And I'm going to do a little presentation. I'm going to run through it super fast. And then we're going to open it up for questions. So I'm excited to hear what you guys think or what questions you have. All right. I'm going to talk about who I am, what we have to offer, and who, of course, the business is. All of the photos are actual real photos of our staff, our facility, and our food. So in a nutshell, we are a dual diagnosis facility for substance abuse and mental health. We're co-occurring, but with a primary diagnosis of substance abuse. We are a medical detox. We have 6 beds and 2 levels of care, so detox and residential, and we operate out of a beautiful home in Palos Verdes Estates. On a foundational level, we're rooted in the 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous, wellness, and we are a secular program, but there's an invitation to spirituality, especially as our clients are figuring out their higher power and that connection through the 12 steps. So I am the founder, the owner, and the CEO. I'm also an alcoholic in recovery. I've been sober a little over 11 years. So this is a very personal mission for me. My family has been tremendously impacted by addiction. And this is something that I'm very Oh no.
You got muted.
Siobhan,
I
you
don't know
got
how I
muted.
got muted. Thanks. It is a very personal facility. All of our clients come to live with us. Most clients stay here about 30 days, and all of the right people have shown up at exactly the right time, which is really amazing. Most of our clients actually come in very suicidal, and it's my honor and joy to get to restore them to health physically, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. So we have tons of incredible stories. In a longer presentation or one-on-one, I'd be happy to share some of those with you. We have a pretty large team as well, despite being so small. So we have a medical staff, a nurse, and then on site every day, our operations manager, program director, drug and alcohol counselors. We have a large peer support. They are mainly law enforcement that come in. These guys, some of them are retired, some are still active, and they are sober, and they just love to come and share their experience, strength, and hope with our clients. We also have a chef on site, wellness director, and many more. I would say our staff is the secret ingredient to everything that we do here. It's really the people. So there's some pictures of our peer support. The bottom left is Matty Fiorenza. Some of you guys might know him. He's a medically retired paramedic firefighter. Incredible story. And then Stu is a local motor cop, and he comes by just as a volunteer. So really amazing to get that peer support connection. From a legal standpoint, we're licensed by the Department of Healthcare Services, accredited by the Joint Commission. We have a city license, and we are fully insured. So all the bells and whistles. And then for the veterans, we are a community care network provider. We have an active TriWest contract, and not sure if you guys know, but TriWest and TRICARE just kind of merged. And so now TRICARE is actually under TriWest. So I'm actually able to take TRICARE as well, which I'm like, yes, which is amazing. So that just happened on Friday. So I'm still figuring out all the details, but it is really exciting that we'll be able to provide more care to more of our service members. And the Holman Group is mainly law enforcement. A lot of police and sheriffs use the Holman Group. And we will be in network with Anthem in June as well. So if anyone has private insurance, we're going to be in network with Anthem, able to accept HMO policies. In general, when it comes to the cost of treatment, is we bill insurance. So we typically want to bill the VA. The issue with the VA is that they don't always want to give an authorization, but I can provide all of the information necessary. And then we just have to continually hound the VA to give the authorization to us for the veteran to come into our care. If someone does have private medical insurance, it's a lot easier. We basically just bill their insurance as long as they have out-of-network benefits, or for example, if they have Anthem and it's already June and we're in network, makes it really easy. Lots of people love to ask me why first responders, why veterans, because I am not one. I'm just your average civilian. I feel that this is a calling. I'm very patriotic. I love this country and I want to honor our service members and first responders that have served this country, that are defending us, that have such an incredibly difficult job. I want to give back to them and I want to provide a safe environment for them to come and heal, especially like with law enforcement, for example, in the current cultural climate, it can often be unsafe for them to go to a general population rehab facility. I've actually had officers come into our care after being at other facilities because they were afraid they were going to get attacked physically. So I love being able to care for them and provide them a safe space. Confidentiality, we are a medical facility, so of course everything is completely confidential and HIPAA compliant. As you guys know, the veteran suicide rate is absolutely heartbreaking. The first responder suicide rate is pretty much the same. And so my heart is to get ahead of that suicide rate. Usually drugs and alcohol are involved when someone is in that state of mind. And so we want to reach them before it's too late. And it's not just suicide, but it's also a life of misery, a life of using and drinking, homelessness, loss of vocation, decline in mental health, etc. So we want to get a hold of our heroes before it's too late, get them into treatment, provide services to them, get them physically sober, emotionally sober, and work on the mental health aspect of things as well, and then launch them into the next phase of care. We are a 30-day program. We can also do 60 and 90 days. We actually have a veteran right here staying for 45 days, and then we will work with the VA to find an appropriate step-down level of care upon his discharge. So we provide a lot of services, and for the sake of time, I am going to fly through these really quick. One way that we're different than other facilities is our approach to meds. We don't use meds as our first line of defense. We use them when medically appropriate, but also more of like a last resort, especially when someone is in 24/7 level of care. We don't take the approach of, oh, you have anxiety, you have depression, let's just throw meds at it. We, of course, want to first physically get them sober. We want to get them sleeping. We want to get them eating well. We want to get them exercising. And then if the problems are still there, then of course we can use medications, but it's not just an automatic, here's your prescription. We are also a men's only facility. We don't take any women. This program is really designed for men. And there's a certain level of camaraderie here. And if you talk to any of the clients, they will tell you all the reasons why, you know, men and women living in the same household together when they're brand new in sobriety is just not a good idea. But I do have recommendations and references for female, first female only facilities, and then also veteran only facilities that take women that have detox and res houses just for women. So if you need those, let me know. Also, we don't take any general population. We are strictly first responders and veterans. We're a very small facility. We only have 6 beds. That means we only take 6 clients at any one time. So essentially, we're a luxury boutique facility that offers very individual, personalized care to all of our clients. And we have a chef. This is Chef Peter. He is amazing. He cooks lunch and dinner for us. He cooks gluten-free, soy-free. His food is homemade. It's from scratch. It's incredibly delicious. I love it. And this is Peter's wife. She's our wellness director, and she's a nutritionist by trade and also a health coach. And she's able to step in, read lab work, and provide expertise in the supplementation field, nutrients, vitamins, etc., dietary changes to our clients to help them with various health concerns or even things like sleep and anxiety. We can start on a holistic track if they would like. Because some clients, they don't want to start on meds and they want alternative options. So we are able to provide that as well. On a clinical side, we have multiple clinicians on our team. All of our clients receive individual therapy at least twice a week. And then for the veterans that are have a significant other or are married in a relationship or want to work through things with their family or their kids, we provide a third session that's a family or a couple session, if that's something that our client would like to participate in. So on the left is Steve Walker, and he's a Marine Corps veteran. He's the primary therapist. Everybody gets 2 sessions with him per week for an hour. He also practices EMDR, which is our primary trauma modality. So everybody sees Steve twice. And then on the right is Marilyn. So Marilyn's leading group therapy during the week. And then typically it's on the weekends when, if someone's local, the wife will actually come in for in-person therapy, like couples therapy, or we'll do it via Zoom if she's not able to travel, or it's just more convenient to do Zoom. So that's Marilyn. And then we have a sleep doctor as well. All of our clients come in with pretty significant sleep issues, whether they are trying to medicate themselves with alcohol to go to sleep, or they're just not sleeping, or they can't stay asleep, whatever it is. Dr. Shane is amazing, and he meets with all of our clients, usually individually, and he has a whole coaching program. So we do some different videos and kind of preemptive stuff to get them ready to meet with him, educate them about sleep and sleep hygiene, but it goes so much deeper than that. It's about the psychology behind sleep, and then the practicality behind sleep, and different techniques to get our clients sleeping. And it does work. And we do see tremendous improvement in the duration and quality of sleep for all of our clients, which further reduces their need for medications. It reduces anxiety. They start feeling better. It's amazing. And to get them to sleep, we do a lot of working out, a lot of physical fitness. So some clients want to work out in the morning before we start programming, so prior to 7 a.m. We also have an hour from 8:30 to 9:30 in the morning where clients are very strongly encouraged to either work out, go for a run, go for a walk in the neighborhood. There's the walk around the block, which takes about 40-45 minutes, and it's pretty vigorous. So a lot of clients choose that for their morning exercise, because in the evening, well, afternoon, from 3:30 to 5:30, that's gym time, workout time. And right now we're going down the street to a professional gym, and we are taking a high intensity interval training course for an hour. And it is a very exhaustive workout. So the clients that are physically well enough to participate have really been enjoying that. And then we have other options for them. And that picture is actually our real gym in our garage that is built out. So lots of things there. Aftercare, we start aftercare planning on day 1 of residential. So of course, no one is going to stay here indefinitely. They're all going to return home or go on to the next stage of care. So we work with them. Are they going to participate in a step-down level of care, maybe a PHP, sober living, or an IOP? Are they, what does their home life look like? All of these different things. We have a whole binder, and we go through it with them individually as part of their case management, treatment planning, and aftercare planning. It's all combined. So we have a holistic picture of what their life is going to look like, where they're going, and how things are going to be for them. Cost, we talked about this a little bit before. So primarily we bill medical insurance. We can bill the VA as long as we have an authorization. We can do verification of benefits in advance if anyone is interested or needs that info. Also, I need to update this slide. We are able to take workers' comp, which is huge. So especially for our first responders, a lot of them have open workers' comp cases, and we are more than happy to take that. And if someone is flying in from out of town, out of state, etc., I will go pick them up at the airport, and we do admissions 24/7. Not like you can just show up on the doorstep and be admitted, but you can call me. I'm the head of the admissions, so my cell phone is our admissions line. Call me, and we will just basically drop everything and plan for that admission and get someone in as soon as they are able to get here, or as soon as the VA will give that authorization. And if anybody wants to come for a tour, come check us out. I'd love to have you over. There's some of my contact info, and then I also put things in the chat. So there you go. There's a really quick
Yeah. Number one,
what we got.
that is incredible. Siobhan,
Thanks.
That everything that you offer and share just shows the care and the passion, and it's just beautiful. So it's so amazing that we have you on sharing this. And I love seeing it. I mean, I've heard it and I hear the passion in your voice. I know you. This is just so amazing to see. So thank you.
Oh, yeah, my pleasure. Did we want to open it up if anyone has any questions for me or for Throttle and Thrive, or about like what we do or anything?
Let's open it up, you guys. Feel free to unmute, questions, comments, anything to do with
I see a
Throttle and
quick
Thrive right
question.
now.
Just a quick question for the female programs that you have, since this one's men only.
Yes. So my recommendations are that females attend female-only programs. There is a facility in Orange County called New Directions. Sometimes I get it mixed up. It might be New Beginnings. I'm sorry. New Beginnings for Women, and it's a women's only detox and residential program. So I highly recommend that. If the female is a veteran, then Miramar in Orange County has a detox and res house specifically for female veterans. It's actually the only one I've ever heard of, and that's where I would recommend as well.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's really big that you're able to accept TRICARE now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's huge. That just changed like 5 days ago. So I'm excited about
That's really awesome. James, you really need to check out Siobhan's program and get that on your list, man. If it's not already on there.
No, I don't think it is. We'll connect.
Yes. I grabbed your info from the chat. So yes, I'd love to connect more with you. Hey, Dave, good to see you. Oh, you're on mute.
You figure I go from Zoom to Zoom to Zoom, I know what I'm doing. How's everybody?
Good.
Good, good. Siobhan just shared her amazing facility and the offerings. And so we're opening up to some questions. Any comments? All right.
Siobhan, I got a question for you. It's James.
Yeah.
I noticed that you take people and pick them up at the airport, so obviously it's not just limited to California. What percentage of your clientele are regional to you versus coming from New York, the other end of the country?
I would say probably 65% of our clients are native or local to Southern California, Orange County, San Bernardino, LA County, Ventura County. And then 35% are from somewhere where you'd need to get on a plane. So I've got some connections to fire departments in Indiana. So we've had several people from Indiana. We've had several people from Florida. We've had Georgia. We've had Texas, NorCal. So it varies.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah, and I'm networking all over the country and getting connected to some really amazing nonprofits and other organizations that provide other services for veterans, first responders, et cetera. And so networking in a lot of places, and I'm excited to be able to help more people in more areas. And I could be wrong on this, but I have not found another men's only 6-bed detox res for veterans and first responders. That's 12-step based. So that's dual diagnosis. So yeah.
Raul?
Thank you so much for sharing your information. My name is Raul Diaz with the American Red Cross here in Southern California. I love what you're doing, and for those of you who aren't aware, American Red Cross has a long history of supporting our military. And I know that with things coming around the corner, like Veterans Day, Veterans Week, Mental Health Awareness Month in May, how are organizations able to support your organization? Or are we able to maybe coordinate some appreciation for those veteran clients that you serve?
Sure. The best way to support us is to send us clients. I mean, we're here to serve. We want to provide our service to the men that need it, especially before it's too late. So helping us have access to those men and giving them a pamphlet, recommending us, sharing our website, basically spreading the awareness that there's help out there and that there's good help. Now, granted, we're not the only facility doing this. There's many other amazing facilities throughout the country. And so often, and unfortunately, I hear this all the time, especially with law enforcement, the officers come in, they're like, I had no idea that there were places just for first responders that would be able to help me. And when they show up, they're on the brink of death. I mean, they're literally either about to kill themselves or drink themselves to death if they don't get help. And so my personal passion is spreading the news that there is help and there's good help and they can recover and get better and that they have access to care. So, yeah. But if you want more details about how you can specifically like network with us or, do something for our veterans, I would love to chat offline more with you about that and what that would look like. We are always also looking for good partner resources about aftercare and where do they go once they complete our program. I'm working with several great organizations right now, but we're always looking for more people and learning about what the options are for the veterans, for the first responders. Based on their needs and where they're going and how we can provide them with the right tools and the right people and the right places to go. Yeah, great question.
Would you guys like to comment before Siobhan hops off? I know there may not be any more questions, but comment on some of the information that you did get to see.
We're very thankful that you're doing this. We love your story, and please keep on doing it. And any way we can support, we're here to help.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely second that.
Thanks.
Pause up from Suzanne. Thank you so much for what you do.
Thank you. Yeah. It's really cool. I love it. We do a graduation ceremony. We call it Coin Out. And it's just so amazing after, 30 days or however many days someone has been here to see them reflect on how they came in, their state of mind, and then how they're leaving and how they have just been completely transformed. I love it. Like I get to witness miracles here all the time. And that's why we do what we do. It's really incredible. So yeah,
Thank you so
thanks for all
much.
the support. I appreciate it. Good to see all of you.
Okay, you guys, don't forget to take her information down and connect with her.
All right. Great. Well, thank you, Christine. I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, thank you so much. We love this. Join us anytime. We'd love to hear you share anytime we're on.
Thanks. Great. Maybe next time we'll do story time.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Have a good evening.
Thanks, you too. Take care.
All right, you guys, that was wonderful. Substance abuse is something we'll talk about for open forum. This is about mental health as well. And so while we have a moment, let's hear Dave right now and hear what he has to say, kind of piggybacking off of substance abuse and mental health.
Hey, everybody. A lot of familiar names and faces. So Dave DeRocher, and I wanted to talk about an event that we have coming up. It's on April 6th. I know I've been on here talking about my golf tournament April 8th, so let's not confuse it. This is April 6th, and a men's network that I'm helping launch, NGBN.TV. What we're doing is we're creating content for men in their 40s, 50s, and 60s. And the reason we're doing that is we're having just kind of a place for men to go that can watch shows, whether it be sports, veterans shows. We have active military people doing shows, faith-based, health-based, and just guy stuff. I have a buddy of mine that played for the Seahawks, and he's launching a cars, cigars, and cards. He does collector cards show, and they're going to start off by playing pickleball with their guests, and then just do guy stuff, make fun of each other, and then talk about guy stuff. But so the basis and the reason we're doing that is not about the content, it's about the community, and creating a community for men in their 40s, 50s, and 60s to discuss mental health and issues, because men just don't do it, and specifically to curb the suicide rate of that demographic. And I don't know if you guys are aware, but men in their 40s, 50s, and 60s are 70% more likely to commit suicide than any other age group or demographic. And we know why. We get in our 50s, we start looking around, we lose all our money in a divorce, or we make bad decisions, or we just don't think we're where we wanted to be at that point of life, and or make bad investments, whatever the case is. So that being said, people talk about mental health issues a lot, and they talk about suicide a lot, but what do they do to make a difference? And so we are holding an event April 6th, and we're putting it on blast nationally from the American Legion 291 post right there in Newport Beach. And we are going to, our goal is to train 100,000 people nationwide. That was our initial goal. And it looks like we're going to blow like through that. It's amazing. Every day we're getting notifications from churches. We're getting VFWs from American Legions, from barbershops that are holding watch parties, and people are signing up all over the country. It's being conducted, and I don't have his name up right in front of me. I should have had it, but he's a retired sergeant. He was an MP, and he has been given certifications and awards from the DOD and from the Army for all his work in the training of suicide. Maybe Christine might have that information in one of my posts, but and we're doing it live, and we're going to have people there. That's just a Saturday morning breakfast. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the 291. They have a Saturday morning breakfast or a Saturday morning talk. And we're doing it from 6 to 8, which is 9 to 11 Eastern. And then we're doing it again from 9 to 11 PST. And we'll have former players there. We'll have a bunch of veterans there. And bottom line, guys, it's what to look for. And then what do you do? That's the biggest thing. A lot of times, we kind of see the signs, but what do we say, and how do we address that issue with a brother that's struggling? And so that's the whole premise behind it. And what we'll do, maybe Christine, we could put that up because it's hard to see, just to get the word out and get people to sign up and let people know that we're doing it. So it's a cool event. NGBN TV is actually going to broadcast my veterans and celebrity golf tournament that Monday. Nate Boyer is going to be at that event. It's just, like I said, we're just trying to save men's lives. So that's the whole idea.
So that's April 6th, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. People can watch online if you can't go live.
Hold on. So now I'm doing the Eastern. I'm trying to do the Eastern time. No, 6 to 8 and then 9 to 11. Okay. We're doing 2. Yeah, we're doing 2.
6 a.m. to 8?
6 to 8 and then 9 to 11. So if any of you guys want to show up, it could be either one, both of them, whatever. We just appreciate your support. And if you could, when we get the posts up, if you guys could put it out. I know Chris and Yogi, I know I sent it off to you guys. I think you guys have been putting it on blast for us.
Yes.
Just to push it out and let people know that it's just going to be just a straight talk, 90 minutes. And here's what we do. Here's how we save someone's life.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
This is James, a veteran's friend. Your event is broadcast on this ngbntv.com.
Correct.
So people, I'm in the middle of the country. People can plug in and watch it there.
Yes. So you can register on the link that, did you put it up, Christy? I know I see what's going. I do my best here. I see what's going on, but yeah. And if we don't have the link on there, it's on our social media, and I'm sure Christine will get it up and get it out to you guys to register. And yep, and that's what I said. We're doing live stream watch parties where people are getting together at their church. We're going to do actually, we're going to switch back and forth to a barber shop in, I don't know where it's at, Minnesota or Michigan or something, where there just a bunch of guys are getting together. We just thought, hey, that's kind of a cool deal, that guys care enough and have heard enough and have decided it's time to make a difference.
Yeah, so if you go to NGBN all the platforms.
.com, yeah.
Yeah, you can go and you can find the link to register. And they also share all the other amazing things that they're doing in their mission. They have a page sharing their mission to train 100,000 men in this mission. However, it is for men and women to jump on from anywhere
Well, we've actually changed it, Chrissy. We've changed it to people because so many women, so many wives, so many widows, people are going, why is it just for men? Well, it's not. It's for anybody that wants to know more and what to do. So
I just posted it in our chat.
yeah. Hey, I appreciate you guys on this. You know, it's always nice to hop on and talk about what we're doing and be able to collaborate and support each other, and get the word out. So this is great. And thanks, Christine, for reminding me. I was actually on another call. I just hopped off and I have to call him back. So, but I'm glad I was able to do this.
Thank you so much. It was great seeing you, and thank you for sharing this. We'll definitely all blast it out.
Right on. Appreciate you guys.
Have a good night.
All right. Be blessed.
Because Dave.
Good seeing you, brother.
All right, you guys, everybody else is on. We're still talking about mental health. And in the beginning, we missed some introductions. So I'd like to allow a few people to introduce themselves. Let's start with Frank. Would you give us an introduction? Tell us just a little bit who you are, branch, maybe how you heard about us, and we'd like to welcome you. And you have to unmute.
No, I was just waiting. Hi everyone. My name is Francisco. I did 5.5 years in the Navy. I was a corpsman. I was assigned before I got out. I was at 2nd Marine Division, Navy Corpsman 8485 and 8404. And my mother actually sent me the Zoom meeting and everything for you guys as like a resource. So this is really, really nice and very informative and really wonderful to hear all the resources that you guys have. And yeah.
Very cool. Definitely check out Mil2Vet, MIL, the number 2, VET.org or .com. And you'll find that we do this once a month. We meet, talk about different things, but also have other resources and another podcast on transitioning. So you'll find that on the website, and then connect with everybody in the room. It's different each month, and welcome. We love that you're here. It's for veterans. You know any other veterans, invite them, active duty reservists, same with resources that you know that work. So how about Raul? We know he's with the Red Cross, but everybody else doesn't. So we need to hear a little bit more about you.
Hey everyone. Yeah, so my name is Raul. I am Raul Diaz, program manager here in the American Red Cross Southern California region. My job is really to bring all Red Cross services to our military service members and all stakeholders, right? So active duty, National Guard, reservists, veterans, their families, anybody that's associated with that. So I'm a veteran myself. I did 4 years active duty, Army, still serving on the reserve component. Just finished my 13th year of service. And if I'm not deployed with the American Red Cross in support of our troops, I'm deployed with the U.S. Army. So that's a little bit about me. I'm just really happy to be here.
It's great to have you on as a resource too. Once we do.
No, yeah, I'm really happy to be here. It's been a while.
Sorry, we have a delay.
As you can imagine, it's been a lot of disaster response, especially since February. We're still dealing with the rains out in San Diego.
Thank you so much. Will you do me a favor and leave your information in chat too so other people can connect with you?
Hey, I want to remind everybody that's on here, please go onto the YouTube channel, hit that like, hit subscribe on Mil2Vet YouTube. It's on there streaming live right now. So the more that we have interaction while it's live, the more it's going to get boosted in the future. The more veterans are going to hear these resources that you have. It's only going to benefit our brothers and sisters that listen to this. So please hit the like, share it, subscribe. Hi, Penny.
Hey, how are you guys?
Fantastic. Happy to see you.
Good to see you. You going to represent us this weekend?
Of course. Whoop, whoop.
Okay, so two things. One I can remember, and hopefully the second one I'll remember once I tell about the first
who
one.
are you?
So I'm Penny with Patriots and Paws, and we provide home goods and furnishings to any veteran, active duty reservist from Southern California and soon to be Southern Nevada, because we are opening a location in Nevada. Today, the reason I wanted a minute, so any of you guys that feed people, like more than just your family, I have food. I have food that came from 29 Palms. off of the Marine Training Base. It's what they have left over. I really need to talk to their logistics person and teach them how to shop. But regardless of that, I have 18 pallets of restaurant size non-perishable food. And next week, Thursday or Friday, I have 40 more pallets coming in. So they are dry juices that you just add water to. They are cookies that you add water to and you mix them up and you bake them. They are biscuit mix. They are applesauce number 10 cans. They are all of that kind of stuff. So if you have a place that can use it, please come and get it. I have it until I don't.
Same with furniture.
Well, same with furniture.
Home
but
furnishings.
right now I have no space
Immediate
in my
food.
yard and I need space out of my yard. And if people need to eat, it needs to go to them more than it needs to sit in my yard. And for those who follow us on social media, if you haven't seen it, we were just featured last night on Southern California ABC 7. They did a show on us. So if you haven't seen it, please see it and like us and follow us and all of that stuff. So that's all I needed to share.
So Penny, we are here because we are live streaming the Veteran Series out of Patriots and Paws Warehouse. This is where I'm currently sitting, and Patriots and Paws Warehouse. Go online and again, follow them on social media too. They're doing a lot for veterans here in Southern California and soon to be Nevada. We offer home furnishings and everything you can think of for the house.
From silverware
No cost.
to a 5-bedroom house, everything in between. The community donates it to us, we give it away. So it's not brand new, but it's good, useful stuff. Still has a lot of life in it. Our veterans don't deserve crap, and we don't give away crap.
Yeah, so come on
Penny,
down.
when is the Las Vegas location opening?
As soon as some kind-hearted person donates me a building, because I don't want to pay for it. I pay for this one here, and I don't want to pay for it out there. So I have been networking for a year out there. Everybody's very excited. It's actually, Las Vegas is way more welcoming than Southern California has been.
And there's a lot of veterans in that community that are ready to have services immediately from Patriots and Paws.
So Southern Nevada, well, the DMV in Nevada recognizes 278,000 veterans, and that's based on their license plates that they give them and their driver's license saying veteran on it. That does not include active military, reservist, or National Guard. So that's a lot in that small space compared to California.
Please send me your contact information. My email's in the chat. I'd like to connect with you and see what I can do to help.
Perfect.
We had someone else just join us.
And where are you located?
I'm in Wichita, Kansas.
Okay. I was going to say you can't come in for a visit, but
There's a
we'll
light.
connect.
He's got a great
Yeah.
website for veteran resources.
Perfect.
Yes.
Well, we're here to
Yeah.
serve. So that's our whole purpose, is to serve the veterans.
It looks like we had a couple more people show up, Christine.
Yeah. So would anyone else like to do an introduction? We're literally going in open forum now tonight because we're talking about mental health and substance abuse. Anything goes. So anyone's welcome to unmute and have a conversation. I know sometimes we talk about needs. Maybe somebody needs something. We'll help look for a resource. Maybe there's something on your mind, and maybe there's something that you want to share that's positive. Feel free to open your mic. It's open forum.
Hello, everyone from Anthony, Placentia Veterans Village.
Hey. Wait, did you
What's
hear
up,
me now?
Anthony?
Hey, Anthony.
I'm here. I'm alive.
We
So
also
what do you
got,
do, Anthony?
yeah, well, Anthony, what is it that you do?
Very, very little.
Anthony's got some great resources. He shares Santa Ana College. So Santa Ana College, you can enroll at no cost. That's amazing. So tuition free, right?
Yes.
Tuition. And
Yeah, yeah, we have a number of free classes now. With regards to mental health, man, let me tell you, I've been frustrated trying to get the VA to respond, but I finally got an appointment, and it's going to be at the Placentia Clinic, Placentia VA Clinic, if everyone's familiar with that, close to Recovery Road, not too far from Patriots and Pets. Not Patriots and Pets, Patriots and Paws. Sorry. But I do have a resource from the VA if anyone needs that. She's been very instrumental in helping things get started.
Yeah, please share that.
Yeah, please share it in the chat.
And you mentioned Recovery Road. Incredible. If anyone is in Orange County or LA County for that matter, Recovery Road is incredible. Not only do they help with step recovery programs of any AA, OA, any A issue, anonymous, I should say, issue. They also have a food pantry that is like no other. There is no food line, there's no food pickup. You make an appointment, you go one-on-one, you get amazing food, fruits, veggies, vegetables. They actually give you food that's tailored to your kitchen, what your situation is, whether you're in your car, you're in a studio, or you have a full-size kitchen. And so recoveryroadoc.org if you need resources from this area.
They also provide Narcan and Narcan training, and they have a number of meetings for recovery.
Yeah, that's right. And they do amazing Narcan training. They even train local law enforcement. So if anybody needs that on hand to help out in any situation you're in, I know I carried it in the car and got trained. And so you wouldn't think that you need it, but it's really a benefit to know how to save someone's life in that situation. Anthony, what kinds of mental health things do you got on your plate? What conversation do you want to open?
To me, I just think it's been frustrating trying to get, some kind of counseling. Initially, they offered me like a telemeeting. And I thought, I don't want to talk to somebody on the phone that I don't even know about issues that, that are very personal. So I declined. But I'm finally going to get a real face-to-face kind of consultation. So to me, the VA promotes the suicide hotline and counseling, but yet when you actually try to, utilize those resources, it's really difficult. It's really complicated.
Well, that's a good conversation to have.
Yeah, I know. And in my transition, Anthony, because I had service while, I was getting some mental health service while I was in. And then because I relocated to a different state and, it would have been insurance if it wasn't a different state. Now you just drop it off, and then you got to try to find that person that you still click in with, right? Because not everybody's going to be the same as the counselor that you had before. And it's, that's the hardest part, man. It's like, man, I got to rehash all that. And, you don't have to rehash the entire thing whenever you're finding your next counselor. You could look at it like interviews. You don't have to rehash every single thing. They ask you questions. You'd be like, hey, I just don't feel comfortable rehashing the entire thing. I'm actually interviewing you to see if I want you to be my counselor. So you don't have to rehash it every single time. You're in charge of that counseling session. You're not being you're not the one that they're guiding. You're figuring out if they're going to be a good fit for you. So and what sucks, because you might be in a stage of emergency. So I mean, if you're not in a state of emergency, take your time. If you're in a state of emergency, obviously go get some help, So that's been kind of my experience, because it's hard finding that person that you click with, especially if you had a good one. That's like the hardest part. So I see we got Chris Raymond. Chris Raymond.
Hey, good evening, Chris. How you doing?
Good, man.
All right, so I'm with Veteran Hundo Club. I'm the president of Veteran Hundo Club. We're an education-based organization, so we teach veterans on a peer-to-peer, veteran-to-veteran system. So, for example, I'll do VA claims coaching, business coaching, WordPress development, internet app development, and that kind of stuff, and I teach that for free on platforms. And then there's other veterans that teach financial coaching or mindset coaching, and you name it, coaching. Actually looking for mental health therapists that are veteran based to see if they want to be able to do some kind of teaching of cognitive therapy and that kind of stuff. That's a very powerful point that we're trying to work on, and it's in the agenda. So we basically are creating an entire new organization that doesn't currently exist on the market, which is solving a veteran crisis through education, of making them a better person on a holistic scale through social, economical, family, spiritual, and physical. So there's also physical fitness coaching, there's health coaching, there's eating coaching, there's whatever coaching. And so there's also aspect from, I can go on for hours here, but anybody, you got any questions?
Where are you located?
I'm right now, I'm in South America. Everyone else is all over the world. So we got people from Hawaii, North, all over the place. You name it, Kansas, Amsterdam. So we're building a social platform.
How can we connect with you? We want to connect with you, definitely.
Internet. We get this thing. We get this magic.
Can you
Yeah,
leave?
put your link in there.
Yeah.
All right. You got
I
the
mean,
internet.
give us information so we can share, and this is awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's incredible.
So
yeah.
I got a question, because you also help veterans. You coach veterans through putting in their own claim if they haven't put their claim in. Is that correct? Am I understanding that correctly?
No,
Can
that's
you
not
talk more about that? Okay.
No, that's illegal. Actually, I can't do that. I can coach on success stories. There's a difference. So it's kind of like, so that would be falling under the jurisdiction of a VSO, a Veteran Service Officer, or a legal entity. Well, we did just partner with Legal Shield because it's the cheapest, or we associated or partner, the same thing. And it's the cheapest, most efficient way to solve that problem. So yes, I can teach how to use the verbiage, use Federal Code of Regulation, CFR 38, and now everything else, templates and everything. I could do all the framing of your house, but I can't fill in the house, but that makes sense. Like if you want plants in there and certain things, I can't tell you where to put it, right? But I can tell you, yeah, I think it's a good idea to have a plant in your house. It's better to breathe that way, if I can give a good analogy. So there's a difference between coaching, and it's the same as you're playing baseball, hockey, football, whatever. That's a coach, right? He's going to give you the tools and the knowledge, but you have to run with it, and you have to play with what they got. So we're looking to partner actually with Veteran Foreign Wars and American Legion, so we can get the on the ground approach, because they already have the physical realm, and we're looking to dominate the digital realm. And on top of that, 31 NATO allied countries, including active duty for the United States Armed Forces. So we have a huge agenda ahead of us, and we just started out. We're still a little baby in the womb, but we made sure this baby's prepped for presidency. Making sure he's going to Harvard and everywhere else. So does that answer your question with the?
Yeah. And obviously you're not filling out the forms for them. You're just saying, hey, go read the 38. That's what you need to read. Go look at your medical record and look at what's on there, kind of stuff.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I'll sit there and I'll explain, okay, so mental health, I'm gonna use mental health since this one's about mental health today, right? So, okay, so it's based on 0, 10, 30, 50, 70, and 100. That's the only time you can get it. Just to get an example, just have a quick class, right? I'll be like, so mental health are considered big ticket items, right? So therefore, based on the verbiage, whether it's, you're using social impairment and economic impairment. So what are those conditions that cause specifically? And it was pulled out right after CFR 38. So if you use those type of words that are pulled out, which are used in the congressionally approved laws, they cannot deny you. Okay, so the way you also stack the evidence is also if you use like everything a sworn statement, for example. You write a sworn statement and you have a lay witness statement. Those are all stacked up as medical evidence. People don't know that. Simple things like that, like that's coaching. I can tell all the secrets and like I can make it the yellow brick road and Barney style on how to do it. And that's kind of like what I do. That's just one aspect. Again, I'm sitting down today and yesterday and tomorrow and Saturday. I got like 6 hours of WordPress teaching. So to give veterans their websites to a professional level. I just helped another veteran fill out something really awesome for his custom lighting in him. So we're trying to get him, for example, I'm gonna use Joe Arnold. He's a fantastic gentleman. He makes custom lights. So my partner, Mr. Finch, he's a business coach. He's just turned 60 a couple days ago, and he's been business coaching for, NSA and, special forces and these presidential candidates, like top of the line, right? He's 60 years old, and I'm only 35, so I'm doing something right. Okay, so and he's part of this game. So he teaches people from the ground up how to build a business in the same concept. It's a holistic point of view. So we're trying to change this whole system of how veterans are getting taken care of on a holistic scale. And there's only one way to do it, exactly how you have it here, where everybody's a veteran. I'm pretty sure here, right? And it is like, okay, we got to take care of each other.
Yeah.
So that's it.
There are two
That's
nonprofits.
really it. Well, there's also the family support. So, for example, we have the family support network that we're going to build. We're going to have the active duty. We're going to have the ROTC program. There's just a lot that we're working on. And like I said, this is just baby boomer. Yep. You got any questions? I know this is a lot of information in a very short window.
What is the group called?
Veteran Hundo Club. So United States Veteran Command is kind of like what it is. So within our command structure, now it gets really in-depth and crazy.
And
There's
so for
actually a
people
rank.
listening to you, can you tell them where to find you?
Yeah, you can go to www.veteranhundoclub.com if you want to get information. And if you're looking for, as a veteran, you can register to our social networking platform. It's basically a Facebook, but only for veterans and exclusive. It's still in beta phase. We're looking to launch on July 4th. That is www.hundoclub.net network, basically. So that one is basically like a Facebook where it has all those meetings and those concepts and those free educational courses and classes, and where it'll keep developing and growing into an astronomical system that'll solve and hopefully a mirage of things, including social impairment, because there's approximately 18.5 million veterans. Is that right, Chris? United States
It's a
veterans.
little higher than that.
A little bit, right? So 16% of those veterans actually don't get honorable or general honorable discharges. Only 6% get DDs or other than honorable, right? So there's a huge gap in that problem. There's a social problem now, because now those individuals are left behind, right? So it's some cases. I just heard about a case where a veteran who was a Marine, his whole squad was blown up in Afghanistan, and he couldn't just hack it anymore. He just couldn't take it, and they gave him a DD, dishonorable discharge. We're going to have a review board for those kind of situations to say, no, that ain't right. Whatever your command screwed up, we're going to unscrew it, making sure you get your life right, because that's not your fault. That's not your fault. You snap. It's you can't. That's just crazy, right? So that's in a situation where not all commands are correct, in our opinion. So, I mean, obviously, we're not going to condone treason or anything like that. It's no, we're not interested in that. But, situations like that where, okay, could have been obviously a different situation to take through mental health or something like that, right? And I know Marine Corps tend to be a little bit more core-ish. So, you know, I get it why it comes to that point, but I don't want that to be that individual's personal problem. Everything in our organization is actually democratic. I don't collect a check, and I don't even get a paycheck, not even the VP. If you may say, how do we get paid for all the hard work and dedication? Okay, the same thing like you guys get. Let's say, Chris, you might get a few ads from what is it, like YouTube or something. You make a couple bucks that way. That's it. that's it. That's all. The rest goes into
Chris
the
pays to
organization.
do this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, right. We're all kind of in the same boat.
Yeah, Chris pays to do this, and here's the thing. Like, I'm glad you talk about the other than honorable discharge or dishonorable discharge. It can be changed, and if you're listening to me and you have had one of those discharges, you actually can go through a review board and possibly get that reversed. But you have to put that first step forward. Now,
We
the
need to talk
VA
about that, Chris, because I know so many veterans who have that, who have attempted, and for whatever reason, the struggle got too hard.
Yeah, and we need to get some resources
So
on the
different
show to talk about
situations,
that.
some are older, some don't even know they can change that. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
and the VA has also changed their stance on providing mental health for people that are in those situations as well. So there is some changes happening in that realm. There was a big congressional committee that's been researching why veterans end up in incarceration, and that crowd is being looked at because they're just being cut off and just thrown to the wolves, and it's not right. They did serve. I get it. You know, some people are gonna probably hate me for saying this, but they served. They all raised their hand. They should not be
That's the
completely
same way we
100%. They shouldn't be
That's the same.
100% cut off. And I don't want to speak too much on it because I'm not the expert in this field. But this is something that if we can find some resources, we will talk more about it.
Amen. Amen. It's a huge topic, especially that it takes 2 to 3 years maybe for them to look at it. So it's 2 or 3 years that individual's, you know, shot down. So it's like, okay, that's 1,100,000 veterans. Now that becomes a social problem. Now that becomes what's called a revolving door problem. Now it becomes part of the judicial problem. Now it becomes the executive problem. Now it becomes legislation problem. Now you're paying $97,000 a year in incarceration rates instead of paying a much smaller fee as a state. So you see, this becomes a spiral system that we're literally solving just by addressing this one tiny infraction of an error within the social system. It's huge. It's a huge project. Thank you so much. You guys got any questions? I'm here. I'll be here until the end. But anybody?
No, I just want to put in a plug. We do have a specialist that will be coming hopefully shortly to talk about that specific area. It's in their purview. However, they have to get it approved through their chain of command because they are specialists, because they are lawyers, and they have to be, when they're representing the government, they have to be able to get vetted and get a permission and only the amount of things that they can say. So we do have that in the work. It just takes a little while.
Yeah,
Amen.
we're working to get as many resources to come on as possible to share their stories, not only as veterans but also share what they do for veterans. So, yeah, no, that's great. It's we're past the time, Christine. So,
Yeah, we were staying on.
Yeah. Hey, Christopher.
Yeah.
If you would put your email in the chat, I'd like to reach out to you. I think you and I have hooked up on Facebook recently.
Roger that.
We totally had you on our show, brother.
I'm sorry. I've been button mashing all his. It's very possible.
Oh,
very
which
possible.
Christopher? Oh, there's two Christophers in the room.
The other Christopher, not you. I remember I know I'm old, and my memory doesn't work like it should, Chris. But come on, man, give me a break.
Chris, the world does not revolve around you, bro. There's other Christophers
Yes,
in
it
the world.
does. I'm the
Or
I'm the sinner.
Christine,
Look how red
hello.
I am.
Exactly. Hey, your face looks like your flag. That is hilarious.
No, it's the red, green. Yeah, it's all. Yeah, it's the camera. It's not my face.
Don't pick on us old guys, Chris.
I was like, really?
Insane is on YouTube.
Roger.
That's all right.
Hey, this will be recorded for posterity.
Oh yeah, yeah. Everybody, enjoy it. I can't cut this one out. That's why I like these lives.
Well, we're on as long as we're on. So if there's anything else anyone wants to share, especially like on mental health and maybe offerings that the Red Cross has or anything else we have.
I'm gonna chime in here if I may. I brought it up earlier. I'm gonna bring it on now that we have other people online. I keep talking about this group that Dan Jarvis runs called 220. They are a group that has what I feel is a very unique approach to helping people with PTSD and trauma issues. And unlike the VA, where they make you sit down and rehash your trauma over and over again, and then take long periods of time to get you through it, they actually sit down and within a 4 to 5 hour span, using a program that's tied to somehow to neurolinguistic programming, they can get a guy through or gal through that trauma and over it to the point where they're functioning. And so I'm working right now with their director, Pam, and with Dan Jarvis, the founder, trying to get more information from them so I can put it on my website, Veteran Bargains, and help promote that healing aspect that a lot of our fellow brothers and sisters need. So feel free to check their site out. 220.com, I believe, is what it is.
Oh man. I meant to put that in group chat.
I found the website and I shared it on the group chat.
Thanks,
perfect.
the other Chris that I know.
Oh man, I'll never live this down.
Nope.
Oh man.
Hey, so this is Raul again. Just wanted to point out in the chat, I included a little flyer that it's an image of a flyer actually. So March is Red Cross Month. It has been for a very, very long time now. It is recognized nationally. That being said, in honor and in observance of Red Cross Month, our department put together a series of resiliency workshops. We are having one every Wednesday. We have one left, and that one focuses on effective communication and how that ties into resiliency, and also kind of builds on skills. Each of our workshops are facilitated by licensed mental health professional volunteers. They are volunteers within the American Red Cross, and this is how they give back. So I encourage you to take a look. If you have time, please register and share that information. Also, in the Inland Empire, the National Orange Show in San Bernardino hosts an annual military appreciation dinner. I am sharing that so that you can register and allow yourselves to be recognized and appreciated by the National Orange Show in San Bernardino. There will be vendors there. They put on a good dinner and a good show, and it's about, I think last time, over 300 veterans came and had a good time. So that resource is there as well. If I need any questions, that's all I've got.
Thank you. We need to have you come train too. We need to do one of the workshops for sure.
Yep, let's set it up.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm going to leave it to anyone else who wants to continue the conversation. Let me know. We can just go on, or we can call it and see you guys next month on our series.
Well, I just got one thing. If anybody's
Or go watch us on YouTube.
Is it okay? Real quick? Yeah.
Yeah, please.
If anybody has anybody that's part of the mental health world that's looking to assist other veterans through education-based training, preferably another veteran, because we prefer to keep it within that closed group, and we'll have the family support eventually. So that way they're separate, so the veterans can be vulnerable and be open and within the platform. Just let me know, and we're all open to collaborating on a holistic scale. So that's all I got. Thank you so much.
Do me a favor. I sent you an invitation through LinkedIn. I have a resource that I want to put you in contact with so that you are able to have that conversation. She's a veteran. She's the spouse of one of our friends. And that way we can see about getting that support that you need.
Yeah, and your email is in chat, right?
Yes, it's there's the support at HundoClub.net, and there's Christopher K. Raymond, or Christopher Raymond, is it? Christopher.Raymond@HundoClub.net.
Perfect. I'll send you some connections too.
Thank you
Guys,
so
thanks
much.
again for doing this. I got to bail.
James,
Thank you guys.
Peace out.
stay awesome, my friend.
I am.
What's
Thank you.
up
You
with the
too.
balloons?
Thanks for being.
Yeah, thank you for coming, Suzanne. We'll talk more about the canines,
Alrighty, we'll see you soon. Thanks everybody for your service.
especially Irvine PD.
Irvine and Cypress both.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, Cypress. All right. I got a connection.
Rock. We rock. All right. Thanks, Chris.
All right, bye.
Christine. Chris. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. All right, we guys, we'll see you next month. We'll be posting, we'll share what the upcoming is, and you too, Milda Vet.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing. That was a lot of great information.
Thank you, Christopher.
Which one? Your
Wait, how
partner
did
or-
that happen?
No, you
It went away
Christopher,
and then
you're
it
the one
came
that
back
said
and then it
Oh, he
flipped.
wasn't thinking me, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I gotta link with you guys anyhow. We got some work to do.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, roger that. Ciao.
Adios.
Night, guys.
We are still recording. It is the Three Amigos and an Otterbot. Oh, Four Amigos.
Yeah, you gotta get in the picture. You're like hiding away.
Yeah.
I was eating. I was so hungry.
Now you're eating on YouTube. All right.
The whole
Adios.
time. Yeah.
You didn't know it until now.
Well, now you do.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening.